Hello friends, welcome to my channel Evergrace, and this is Debbie here. Today I'm going to show you how to go about making masala biscuit out of multigrain wheat flour, and this biscuit comes out very well, and it's very tasty, and of course health point of view this will definitely beat the uh, white flour or the maida one which you get it outside. So this multigrain flour, I have made it at home. So in my forthcoming videos, I'll try to show it to you how to go about making the multigrain flour. And this masala biscuit, we use certain ingredients, and believe me, the biscuit comes out very well, tastes very good. And so I request you all to try it at home and leave your valuable comments once you make it. And so without wasting much of time, so let's get started. Now we will start the process of making this multigrain biscuit. For that, first we will add the powdered sugar, the 3 tablespoons of sugar which I powdered it. Then goes the butter. This 100 grams of butter. So let this butter come down to room temperature before you add it to the sugar. All the ingredients in this should be at room temperature. Now with a whisk, we'll just mix this powdered sugar and butter. We'll mix it till it incorporates well, both the sugar and the butter. Now in this multigrain flour, wheat flour, I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. That is 2 tablespoons of milk powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. We'll just mix this ingredients well. So I have mixed all the dry ingredients well. There is one more thing which has to be done for this, is de-seeding the red chilies. Here I have used 4 dry red chilies. So I'll just de-seed them. How to de-seed them is just to cut it in the center, remove the seeds. And add it into a dry ingredient by cutting into small pieces. I am not grinding it because otherwise the pungency or the heat of this biscuit will increase. But if you are a person who likes to have more spiciness, you can go ahead and grind it along with the wet ingredients. Dry ingredient after adding the red chili flakes is the cashew and almonds, 5 each in number, which I have cut into small pieces, and also Kalonji seeds or black cumin seeds. So I'm going to add that also and mix it well and keep it aside. Now we will prepare the wet ingredients for grinding. So we'll just chop these cloves of garlic into small pieces. A small piece of ginger. I have used 6 small onions or sambar onions. So this also I just cut it into roughly into pieces. Then the green chilies. I have used big chilies, 3 in number. Choice is yours, depends upon how much heat you want in your masala biscuit. So these chilies are quite spicy, so I am using only 3. If you are using the long ones, then you can increase the number. And then goes the curry leaves. I am just roughly breaking into pieces. Rest all ingredients are 2 cardamoms, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and 1 teaspoon of saunf. Pulse all the ingredients roughly in the mixie, then I'll come back to you. Now I have pulsed all the wet ingredients and here it is. Next we have to prepare the eggs. I have taken 2 small sized eggs. Now I'll break it and whisk it. Now I'll whisk these 2 eggs. And mix it with our sugar and butter. But the whole mixture I am not adding. Almost approximately 1 tablespoon I am retaining it back to be used at the end for glazing the biscuits for the shine on top. And now I am going to mix the egg along with the butter and sugar. The egg and butter and sugar mixture is ready. Now I'll add all the wet ingredients in that. And mix it well. Now into this I am going to slowly add the flour in batches and start mixing. Now I'm going to give away the whisk. Now I'm going to use my hand, the best kneading tool in the world. You can't match with anything else. Now lastly goes the last part of the flour. If at any point if you feel that your dough is very hard or there is no moisture in it, few drops of tablespoons of milk you can always add, but don't add too much. Here the moisture is just perfect. The whole dough is coming into one ball, you can say. So here it is. Now when this is ready, it's time to preheat your oven. To preheat the oven at 170 degrees in convection mode for 10 minutes. Now I have lined the baking tray with parchment paper and also put a layer of oil on top of it, brushed it over it. And now I'm going to start rolling the dough into biscuit. For this, either you can use your rolling pin to roll it out and cut it with a cutter. Here I am going to use my hand itself and take small balls. There's no need of greasing your hand because already this dough has got butter in it. So I'll just make a proper round ball and just give it a light press. I've arranged all the dough onto the baking tray and giving a little space in between, because as we have added soda, so this biscuit is going to swell as it bakes. So don't forget to give proper spacing in between, and before we put it in the oven we have to glaze it for the shine, extra shine on top. So for that, as I told you earlier itself, that I am retaining 1 tablespoon of milk. So I am going to brush it on top of these cookies such that it gets that beautiful glaze when it bakes. So now I am going to put it in the preheated oven. Now I am going to put it in the preheated oven. And I am going to bake it at 170 for 40 minutes. Although I am keeping it for 40 minutes, you have to keep on checking it because it depends upon the flour which you are using, the density of the flour. So after 30 minutes or in between, just keep checking it. It is the remaining last 6 minutes. I'll just open it and see the condition of the cookies here. Now they have already browned beautifully on top. Now since this is a convection mode oven and it's not an OTG, the base will not get browned. So quick fix to that is you just turn the biscuits upside down and let the down part be exposed on top and bake it for the last 6 minutes, and believe me, it will get evenly baked. So I'm just going to do it. I'm not removing the whole tray out because otherwise there will be a variation in temperature. So I'm just quickly turning it over. I've turned over all the cookies. Now I'm going to close it, and remaining 6 minutes I'm going to bake it like that. And friends, the smell which is in my house is just amazing. It's the freshly baked masala biscuit smell. You can get it, you know. It's absolutely divine. Now the baking process is completely over now. So I'm going to switch off the oven, and I won't remove the biscuits out right now. Let it remain inside that hot oven for next 10 minutes, and therefore I will remove it. Our biscuits are ready. You can see the golden crust on top. So I'll just break it and show you how crispy it comes out. So see, this is the inside part. It smells and tastes very good. So friends, I request you all to make this and try it at home, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section, and please like, share and subscribe. I'll meet you with in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.